Hello guys, here's my 2-1-1-1 betting strategy with a 4x5 money management system. So for the money management part and the steps, we've got 4 steps at the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4 equals 15. Once you lose those 4 steps, you then start with the 5 step, which is 8, 16, 32, 64, 120 unit, totaling 240. Well, totaling altogether 255. Player, banker, banker strategy. So this is the 2-1-1. So the 2 is 2 players first, and then 1-1-1 is the banker, banker. And of course, as I have here, opposite of that is banker, player. I'll tell you why that's significant here in a minute. So, same equals S, opposite equals O. Step 1, 2, 3, 4. So on the 4th step, we bet opposite. The first 3 steps on a lose, you bet the same. Only the 4th step, you bet opposite of the 2-1-1-1, which goes back to this. So if you lose player, banker, instead of betting player, instead of betting this, you're going to bet banker. That's the opposite. Same goes for the second set of steps. Except this time, we go 4. So, and it's opposite. So you bet opposite 4 steps in a row. And on the 5th, you bet the same again. I know it's a little confusing. Hopefully you'll understand in a bit more in a minute. To start off, as an example, you wait for the first 2 players or the 2 bankers in a shoe. That's your trigger point. And I've got it marked down here already with the 2-1-1-1. So I started off with player, banker, banker, player, banker, banker, player, banker, banker, banker. Now, the ones that are marked in black are the same. The ones that are not marked in black are basically opposite of the 2-1-1-1 system. Going back to this. So when you start off player, you're going to bet banker. But of course, in this scenario, player came in, so you lost. You bet player. Well, again, you lost again. Now you bet banker. Well, in this case, you won. And then so on and so on. And now when you get down over here to losing your banker here, player, banker. So actually it goes player, banker, 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 player. So that's the 3rd loss right here. You lose these 3. On the 4th, you actually win because we're betting opposite. Again, going back up to this, you're betting opposite of whatever is in this frame here. So in this case, you change from banker, banker, player, banker, player, banker, banker, player, banker, player, banker, banker. And then after you win that, you just continue on. Player, you would have won there, but you would have lost right here because, again, it's opposite. Oh, we go back to the same, rather. We go back to the same. So we start off with step 1 here because we won here, right? We lose here, we lose there, we lose there. But since we lost those 3, we go back to the same again. We bet player, now it's the same. And we would have won that. Now we stay the same. So player, player, banker, player, banker. We would win here because we didn't go more than 3 losses. Hopefully that makes sense. Here's another scenario. What if we go past the 4 losses? So we got player, player, banker, player, banker, and then player, but we would have lost that one because we went opposite at this spot here, which we would have bet banker instead of player, so that's a loss. So now we're opposite. We bet opposite, and we bet banker, so we would have won here. We bet player here, but we lost. We bet banker here, we won again. Now, those are 2 wins there. We go back up here to my money management system. That would have been right this point right here. So you win 2 8 units. That would get your money back here plus 1 unit. Then we continue on. We'd win this. We win that one. We lose this guy. Lose that one. Lose that one. We win again on that one. We win, 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 lose, 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 and lose. And then we go opposite again. We win that one, lose, and win. Again, we got our 2 wins with 8 units. Here's another one. Now, what if we go 5 units on the second set of steps? Well, let's see here. So we got player, player, banker, player, banker, player, or rather banker. Yeah, player, player, banker, player, banker, actually banker. So then we switch it around and we bet banker, player, banker, player. That's 4 in a row lost. So now we switch it again because we're on the second set of steps. We've already lost all of that. We lost all of these. We're on this one now. So we bet 120 units right here when you win. Now, we didn't gain anything unless you wanted to bet 128 units right here, which we're up this point here, we're up it to 163 units. So that's up to you whether you want to do that or not. I've chosen not to, but that makes us to go opposite again. So the next bet, we'll actually win this and win our 2 units back again, which brings us actually to a positive 1 unit with these two combined. And we start over again. We win that one, we lose that one, win, lose, 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 and win. Now we're back to being the same again, because we won this one here, and we bet with what we started out with the player, banker, player, banker. And then we actually win here again and here again. And again, we get our win our 2 on the second step, which brings us back to a +1 unit. Hopefully that makes sense. And I'll try to do some more explanations later. Bye for now.